That was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
I'm Anise. I live in Cape Town and I work in finance. I'm a gay.
Hi, I'm Zishan. I work in conservation services, and yeah, I'm also. What do you say?
I'm Shiraz, I'm a marketing manager and originally from Cape Town and recently moved back here from Pretoria where I studied. Yeah.
I am Ashley.
I am Glenn and I'm also a conservationist in Cape Town.
Hi, I'm Warren May. I'm a professional ballet dancer.
In my teenage life, it was nice because we all know we clean and stuff, whatever. Because we was getting tested and all that stuff. I for myself, I was an hostel, so for me, I know an hostel. Everyone was clean because everyone was going for AIDS tests all the time, whatever. And I have a different experience as this guy, so yeah, I didn't know where they went to school, whatever. But for me, my experience as a gay person was different. For me, it was like nice, and besides that, it's actually terrifying when you like can work now and so you're going out to clubs and stuff. You don't know if this person is clean. You must always wear condoms and stuff. And to go clean with a person is like you don't know. It is your death sentence. It is
Therefore very important to always have protective sex.
Yes, I know, because
In a nutshell.
But it's true to everyone. I mean, you can get AIDS, but I mean, to hell with AIDS. I'm more scared of getting like syphilis and gonorrhea and fucking pustules and a third head. I don't want that. So safe sex and toothbrush and stuff. Yeah.
Toothbrush. When I was a young gay, I was paranoid.
You're still a young gay.
Yes.
You're still
Paranoid. So I had the resources at campus to go for free tests, and I was like going twice a year, or every 6 months, just I don't know, just because I could. But the first test was like there was some psychological effect on just sitting there and waiting for your results. But after that, it wasn't really that stressful. Mainly because I knew what I was doing and and the protection I was taking.
I do think that in South Africa, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of people that is ignoring the advice that's out there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the infection rates that we do have. Maybe not also ignoring, but lack of access to personal sexual freedoms even. But having worked all my life basically in sort of like semi-state corporate structures, the massive drive of AIDS awareness and how people have taken AIDS tests publicly and things like that, I think has changed a lot of South Africans' behavior, where AIDS test is something which is just, it's the done thing. You go for a checkup, and at the beginning, obviously there's trepidation if you know you've been up to something wrong, but I think it's also a habit. It's a habit forming, going for an AIDS test in South Africa. We just do it. I don't know, maybe it's just a generational thing, but it's not something that I'm scared of anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's a nice wake up call every time you do go, because you have the same thoughts every time you go for an AIDS test, even though you haven't compromised yourself behaviorally. It's still a wake up call every time you go for a test.
Yeah.
And I mean, the first time I went for AIDS test, I took my best friend with. The second time I went, I took her and her boyfriend and the boyfriend's friend with. Because I was so scared. Every time I went, the crowd just got bigger and bigger. And then one day my flatmate and I were talking about it, and we were like, you know what? Let's both go. And she's like, you know, because I was like, I knew why I wanted to go. I had my own reasons, and I was like, I need to do this, and I need to do it like now. And I was like, but you have that anxiety, like, what if, you never know. You know in the back of your mind, whether you're negative or positive, that. But like there and you're like, ooh, should I go? And then and I think if you have like the understanding and the mindset, like, like, okay, fine, you know what? I'm going for the test, and if it comes out, whatever the result may be, this is how I'm going to handle it. And you know what you need to do. But then again, you just need to know yourself, and like you said, always, just wrap that up. I always say, you don't buy bread without a bread packet. So why must you just have it, So, yeah.
It's so disgusting and thinking it's a person, it's like a person who you are, it's a person who you love for, it's a person who you, every day is like in the thinking of it for you to have like getting AIDS. No, I don't think it's fair.
Maybe I'm just a model citizen, I don't know. But it's like, that is just what I associate sex with now. And I probably will for a long time.
Yes.
I associate it with a condom.
Yeah.
So it's trying to get the right condom. That's what the thing is about now.
Oh, well said.
I hate those government condoms.
And there are designer ones too.
It's about, it's about choosing the right condom now. And I mean, sometimes like, yes.
It does?
It's always good,
That one size fits all.
Oh, it doesn't
Fallacy.
work.
It's a phallic fallacy.
Don't go for choice.
Yeah.
But like, I think the other aspect of AIDS is how many people do we know with AIDS?
True.
Like, is there...
Less than one hand that so many people are.
Yeah, I know one person, and it's...
Is there like discrimination if you're gay and have AIDS? Is life harder? Like, what's the deal? I don't know.
I mean, I know straight
I will
people
kill
and gay
myself
people
also.
with AIDS, and they are dealing with it in their own way. But I mean, certainly it's another wake-up call for me, but also it's a wake-up call and a learning process in how you truly integrate people and not sort of making it a conscious effort, because these people were your friends before they got infected. So you don't suddenly start treating them differently. And I don't think that's what people want. You always need to be supportive to all your friends anyway.
I had a friend on varsity, and in my second year of varsity, he like kind of like, hinted at the fact that he wanted to go for like an AIDS test, and I thought to myself, okay, just, we want to do this thing and it's for free on campus, let's go. And, yeah, I mean, like a day after he went for the test, he like called me and he's like, look, I really need to talk to you. And I thought, okay, that's just like a stupid assignment thing or whatever. And then he like sat me down and he's like, look, this is this. And I'm like, personally, I looked at him and I went like, well, dude, the way you acted is kind of like, see it, explained it to everybody, like, okay, you know what? Having sex with so many different guys and not wearing a condom, always like, oh no, it feels so much better without the condom on. And I said it to him, and I said it like, your actions is exactly that. I mean, your action, like, there you have, that's the result of what you did.
Reckless.
You were being stupid. It's really stupid. And I mean, sorry for my language, you fucked up your whole life. And
But
people
is that true though? Have they fucked up their whole life?
Oh yes, he has. Because I mean, I think he has one friend who now phones and SMS and asks, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? How's your studies? Because every day is a battle for him, because he doesn't have support. He doesn't have family. His mother just looked at him, and I was like, okay, my cue now to go. And it's tough. And I mean, you do end up reacting funny you act funny towards them, and like sitting next to them, you think to yourself, what do I say? What can you eat? Like, stupid things like that. You think to yourself, because yes, we're all being educated on AIDS and stuff like that, but I mean, it becomes changes
I guess,
everything.
but I totally disagree with you. Just for the simple reason that like, it's a manageable disease. So like, my own fear is that, like, I don't know how long you can live with HIV, not AIDS. How long can you live with HIV if you're on the right drugs? And the point is, people don't know, because we are the generation who's undergone the proper testing and the drugs, and we're living longer than anyone else who's had AIDS in the past, or HIV, sorry. if you have it, you have it, and that's the reality of it. And you should view it as if you have diabetes.
No. For me, start, I won't live with it because I know myself, and for me, having the disease, it will kill myself already. Just by finding out.
But does it stop you from having hope and faith in everything else?
You know, what am I fighting for? Myself.
Yeah, we do that every day anyway.
We do that every day anyway. Yeah, it's like...
I don't think because you have AIDS, you need to like kill yourself. It's like really like silly. It's
not silly.
It's like
I tell
but
you
like I used to
before,
say, we live
the
in
baby story. Every person has his own thinking.
No, okay, true.
But I think that there's a lot of information out there about how one gets infected. But I don't think that there's enough. I don't know, South Africa is not generally, broadly speaking, an open-minded society. And there really needs to be a big drive in terms of dealing with people that are infected. Because it's like Anissa saying, you're not going to discriminate a person with diabetes or with high blood pressure. These are chronic health conditions for which there is medication, and it compromises their health, but they still live because of the medication that they take. And if people have good, their garlic and their beetroot and their African potato,
Yes.
if they have that plus ARVs provided by the state,
You don't want to get sued.
then you can live a productive life. And yeah, I mean, but as I say, sometimes we need to uncouple things in South Africa from certain problems, and we need to think about our thinking moralistically.
This is a torture disease.
But why do you think it's a torture disease?
I think you're thinking psychologically. No, listen to me. You're not wrong. The question is...
I will kill myself.
No, but the thing is this. The question is this also.
No, I won't go through.
How would you act if you had to date a person that's a diabetic? And how would you act when you date a person that's HIV positive?
You learn about the medication, insulin or slash.
Yeah.
And what you
ARV.
should eat and what you shouldn't eat.
But I mean, it's like, it's not about thinking now, okay, should I wear a condom or not because this person could be infected or not. You should be thinking, should I be having sex with this person? That's the issue. I mean, like, in terms of like our behavior and our ethics in South Africa, you need to think about that. That's the root issue.
At some stage, you're gonna meet someone who has it. Your boss might have AIDS.
It's not even a matter of fact of meeting someone. It's like line with sauce and stuff.
No, that's not true. That's wrong. That's exactly wrong. I know. Really.
Education drive is obviously not working in South Africa. It's not working.
You can't tell that if someone has AIDS. You don't see they don't have leprosy.
Leprosy. I was thinking I know. I'm not dumb. I'm saying you, they're actually lying bad story. I'm not gonna lie there and cry. I've AIDS. And you must help me and person whatever. I will do the job myself before it gets started. I will kill myself.
But what if the doctor says you have 40 good years to live before the AIDS impact starts hitting you?
Tell that your child.
40 healthy years. My dream is to be professionally successful.
My dream is the white picket fence and the two kids running on the lawn.
That's why I love you.
And after work every day, just being happy with the person you love.
My dream is just to be content with everything in my life, with what I do, what I achieve, my family, my friends, and yeah, just to be content, because I feel there's still a lot that I need to do in life, to be a bit more content. So yeah.
My dream is to be fully glam and in all pages in heaven, smile all around the household and be famous all over.
my dream is very. There's not sort of like one goal in the future. It's
Fully glad.
daily contentment
Fully book in.
and daily comfort and access to the people that I want to be around and the people that I love.
My dream is to just always inspire people artistically, emotionally,